Alright, welcome back to the table. It's another week of being stuck in the house and just working away and practicing. So this time, just want to try this crazy horn bet progression little strategy here. Just something else to throw on top of a normal betting strategy. Just kind of having fun with it. A little puzzle to the mind, see what's what, get some practice throwing in, see how that happens. Okay, here's how the horn bet progression works. So the horn bet consists of the numbers 2, 3, 11, and 12. And these bets are located over in the middle of the table with the rest of the prop bets. You can bet on the individual numbers, or you can just throw $4 over to the dealer and say, give me a $4 horn. And that basically means $1 across each of the bets. Now the payout for the 3 and the 11 are the same, which are both 15 to 1, since there's only 2 ways you can hit either number. And for the 2 and 12, since there's only one way to hit each of those numbers, that pays 30 to 1. And one thing to note about these horn bets are that these bets only are single roll bets. That means after one roll, the bets come down, win or lose. So with the horn bet progression, there's 8 levels of bets. So we're going to start at betting at level 1. Then on any loss, we increase the bet to the next level, so level 2. On any win, we collect all the winnings and then start back over at betting level 1. Now when you're at the 8th betting level, and if we lose, then we stop and take our whole loss for that progression. And then you can start back over at level 1 again. Or, if you're not worried about your bankroll, you can always do a little extra math and keep on going and chasing that loss. Go ahead for a 9th level. Okay, for level 1, we're going to do an $8 horn bet. So that's $2 on each of the numbers, the 2, 3, 11, and 12. Now, the total invested column shows that we have $8 as our total investment for this progression so far. Then the other 2 columns show for 3 and 11 at 15 to 1 pays $30 if we win, and the 2 and 12 pay 30 to 1 and would win $60 if we hit on this level 1 bet. But if we lose, then we go to level 2, and level 2 is another $8 horn bet, so $2 again on each of the numbers, and our total investment is now $16 for the progression. And if we lose again, we'll go to level 3. And here we'll bump up the 3 and 11 to $3 and still keep $2 each on the high and low, the 2 and 12. So now it's a $10 investment, and our total investment for the progression is $26. If we lose again, we'll go to level 4, and that's just increased to a $12 horn bet, $3 across on each of the numbers. Now that brings our total investment for this progression to $38. Say we lose again. So now we go to level 5. And now we're going to increase just to 3 and 11 again by another unit. So it's going to be $3 on the 2 and 12 and $4 on the 3 and 11, bringing us for a total of $52 for this total progression. And if we lose again, now we go to level 6. We throw out $16 for a $3 on the 2 and 12 and $5 on the 3 and 11. So it's a total of $16. And our whole progression invested is now at $68. And if you look at the winning columns, if we hit a 3 or 11, we win $75. And if it's a 2 or 12, we win $90. So that well covers our total investment. Plus, we come out with a little win so far. All right, let's keep going. Say we lose again. Now we go to level 7. It's going to be a $22 bet. We're going to put $4 on the 2 and 12 and $7 each on the 3 and 11. So our total investment now is up to $90. And say we lose again. Now we get to the level 8. And we put out $30. It'll be a 6 on the 2 and 12 and $9 each on the 3 and 11. That's a total $30 bet, bringing our whole progression for our 8 levels to $120. Now, if we hit a 3 or 11, we win $135. If we hit the 2 or 12, we hit $180 for that win. So again, that'll pay off, like any progression, that'll pay off all our losses up to that point, plus a little bit more for the win. Now, depending on what kind of player you are and what kind of bankroll you have, you may want to continue the progression and keep going. But I want to keep mine at a steady 8, take my loss if I lose again, start back over, and just get my wins back that way. You've probably heard before to learn to bet with the trends. So I'm taking this one, trying to work with my own shooting. And when I notice that I hit some of the horn bets, the highs and lows, then maybe I'll start with this progression system and see how it plays out. So all right, let's do this. Okay, and I'll mark it with blue chips on the numbers, white on the points that I hit. We'll mark black on any 7s I hit on a come out. And the main thing here is I'll mark these bets on what level we're at on the progression for the horn bets. So the 2, 3, 11, and 12. And hopefully I'll throw some stuff up on the screen as well to make it easier to follow along. So let's try this. This horn bet progression. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to do the hard way set. And if I was throwing how ideally it should be going, I wouldn't actually be hitting any of the horn bets. But again, I know myself, and if I'm trying to learn to be able to watch myself and bet my trends, I know that I'll occasionally be throwing and I can get consistent and sometimes be, one rotation off. The dice will be just one off from hardway set, which will enable me to do the horns. So then I'd be able to just start the progression and be able to take advantage of the trend that's going on at that time. So, hardway set. Mental checklist of all the parts for your shooting, but I won't go into that on this one. Coming out. Oh, I guess, let's see, we'll mark this. We'll be on our first level here. Usually I'd wait until at least I saw one, of the horn numbers come up. But let's just start this since it's practice anyway. Coming out, and we're working those horn. We got a 415. All right, and our horn progression did not win. Okay, now we'd be at our second progression, which is still the same $2 on each. Focus on the grip. Three, 2, 5 winner. All right. 3, 2, 5. But the horn bet progression, that lost. So now we're on the third level, which is $2 on the high-low. So the 12 and 2. And then we increase to $3 for the 11 and the 3, because those are paying 15 to 1. And the math, we need it to keep higher so that we at least are above the break even when we do hit the progression. All right, we're coming out. Third level. Oh, wild. That was way off. Hit the back wall first, didn't even hit the landing zone. Wild one, but that does count for frontline winner because it's still coming out. Got excited, knock over all these chips. We lose here on the horn bet. So we're now at the fourth level. And that would be, all threes. So $3 across the way. So a total of $12 bet. $3 on the 2, 3, 11, and 12. Alright, focus, hard ways. .426. As far as my shooting practice goes, that was a little bit much into the hook. Keep it a little bit more towards the center. Alright, we are now on the 5th level of our progression for the horn bet, which is what? 3, 4, 4, 3. So $3 still on the high-low, and $4 each on the 11 and 3. So a total of $14 bet out there. Hard way, hard 4. And on the hard ways, I'm going to mark it on the line just for another little, side bet in my own head. Sometimes I'll play the hard ways and I like to parlay them. So on the first hit, I parlay it. So I'll put all the winnings in there, let it ride again. If it comes up and hits that same hard way again, then I'll collect it, a nice chunk for, a $5 bet. I'll put it on the line for the first one. If an easy way comes up, then I'll just move it off. Just so my own way of keeping track of the fun little betting progressions of parlaying the hard way bets. All right, here we go. Hard way set. We're looking for a 6, actually looking for a horn. Five, 2, 7 out. Oh man, that one, I knew that was a little low, a little bit too much of a bullet. I needed a little, either arc it more or let it drop earlier in the progression. Okay, so and then actually, if that was still there, depending on your betting strategy, if you're doing short games, you could actually at least broke even on that. And we had hit, a point and a 7 on the come out. So chances are, if you, depending on your style, could have did okay. All right, we're gonna let that ride. Whether or not you want to, if you're coming out, you may want to hold off one, but let's keep going. Because if you're rooting for your, a frontline winner on a 7, then you're going to end up losing that bet. Let's do 6. We're at level 6, which is 3, 5, 5, 3. So $3 still on the high and low on the 2 and 12, and $5 on the 3 and 11. So that's a total of $16 for that bet investment. Okay, hard way here. We got 3, 2, 5. Point is 5. We are now at level 7. We're at level 7 of a total of 8 levels that we go to. So 4, 7, 7, 4. $4 now on the 2 and 12, and $7 each on the 3 and 11. So that's a $20 total bet. And I think that brings us to the progression of $88 roughly so far. We got 3, 2, 5 winner. Another pass line winner. Although that brings in the winning, we are now pushed to the progression of the 8th level, which is 6996. So $6 each on the 2 and 12, and $9 each on the 11 and 3, which, sorry, hit the mic, which brings us to a total of a $30 bet. And our complete investment on this progression. We're now at $118. So if we hit, at least the 3 or 11, we'll still make a little profit. And if we hit a 2 or 12, it'll be a larger profit. Anyway, we're coming out. We got 3, 2, 5. All right. So mark that puppy. We're back up on the 5. So here's it's an experiment. And this is what I wanted to see. I was, on the shooting, I'm so consistent on this session right now. We hit the 5s that it helped clobber the horn bet progression here. So we'll take that and we'll cut our losses at $118. So now let's go back on and start our progression again. Let's see what happens. Shooting, we keep hitting that 5, so at least we're making money if we're, pressing that bet, if you're playing the place bets. All right, so we're out. Point is 5. We're at the first level at $2 across on each of the horn bets, so an $8 horn bet. Oh, and I knew something was weird. All right, here we go. Three, 5, 8. All right. And the first level is down. We are now at the second level of our progression, which is still the same $8 bet. So $2 on each one. One, 4, 5. All right, we got another winner. Yeah. That's be a nice little power press if you're doing it. Anyway, our horn bet loss, we're at level 3 here. We're going to be coming out. And again, follow those trends. If somebody says, can you spot the trend in the shooter? I think there might be a little trend there. Anyway, all right, we're back to having fun. Coming out, we're at the third level, which is 2, 3, 3, 2, $10 across. Heavy on the, so $2 on the 2 and 12, $3 on the 11 and 3, so heavy on the inside. Uh-oh. Am I showing too much here? 1, 4, 5. All right. We're back out on the 5. We're on the 4th level here. So 3s across on each bet. So we got a, $12 horn bet. $3 on each one. All right, here we go. Hard way set. Hard 10. All right, I'm going to put this on the line again so I remember that the last time I hit the number, it was a hard way. We lost. We're on our number 5 level of our progression. All right, point is 5, obviously. We're on our 5th level, which is, what are we at? $14 across, 3, 4, 4, 3. We got a 4, 3, 1, 4. All right, we're going to level 6 on our progression. Seven, that was way too close to the hook. threw it off. Bad, bad, bad. But that was kind of entertaining, even though, let's see, so I don't forget, I'm going to press this up. We are now at level 7 on the next session here. But that kind of bummer. We 6, 7, 8 rolls on that one. Just a little higher than mathematical average. But this one here, if you were betting, you had to have at least broken even, if not got a little chunk of change on there, let alone hitting the point twice, paying on the pass line. So, all right. And we'll do this again. And we are at our level 7. Okay, back to our experiment on our little progression horn bet. We're on our 7th level, which is $4 on each the high-low, so the 2 and 12, and then $7 each on the 3 and 11, which is a total of $20 bet. And this progression, we're at a total progression of $88. Alright, so we got the hard ways. We're coming out. A little low. We got a 9, 4, 5, 9. Okay, once again, we are at the max of our progression, which is very weird. Haven't seen any horn throws yet. Okay, we're on the 8th one. So it's $6 on the high and low, $9 each on the 3 and 11. $30 total. $9. Oh, no. Dang. Every time we lose our progression, we take the loss. So that's another 118 progression streak that we lost on. But we always knock ourselves off here by hitting the point again. I think we did that on the first game, maybe. Anyway, point is off. We would have had a frontline winner. Okay, let's try this again. Third session for our progression here. We're down 2. Kind of an interesting turn of events here. All right. Level 1, $8 bet, $2 on each of the horns. Okay. 10, 6, 4, 10. Our new number. See if I can, let's make sure we do the progression here. We're on level 2, which is still an $8 horn bet. $2 on each one. Alright, let's make sure to do the ABCs here, as King Dice would say. So my mental checklist. Oh, a little short. 1, 3, 4. A little short and a little closer into the hook than I'd want. Okay, let's do this. Nine, 6, 3, 9. Again, you see a trend. If you're a trend better for throwing place numbers down, place bets. Now before it was the 5. And what's the sister number on the dice? You flip those numbers over on the dice. You got the 9. All right. We are now at the 3rd level of our progression, which is $10. So $2 each on the high-low, and $3 each on the 3 and 11. Oh, way close to the hook. You suck. I suck. All right, I called it though. That was into the hook, and I expect nothing less. I take the punishment, the wrath of the 7. But that was good repeat numbers here. 4 numbers after hitting the point, the initial point. So depending on what betting strategy you're doing, most likely you would at least broke even, probably come up a little ahead. But for our progression, we lost. We're going to level 4. Level 4 of the progression. All right, which is it's a $12 horn bet, so $3 across. Okay, coming out, hard ways. Let's get some of these numbers. My goodness. Oh, messy dice. 5, 4, 1, 5. Point. Speaking of 5, we are now on progression level 5. All right, $14 across. What's that? 3s on the high-low, 4s in the middle. $8, 3, 5, 8. And we are going to level 6. $5, winner. 4, 1, point of 5. All right. Our pass line would have won. We are now, though, what are we at, 7? Level 7, which is $4 each on the high-low, $7 each on the 11 and 3. Thumb dead center of the die. Hard 6. Put that on the line. Our point is now 6. That does nothing for our progression. Boy. Okay. We're on level 8. So $6 on the high-low, $9 on the 11-3. It's a total of $30 bet. 118 total investment for this progression. $6, 2, 8. Again, hitting the same numbers. It's crazy. All right. So before I jump off the... if we analyze our losses here. So this progression, we've done 3 times. We've gone through it 3 times. So what? 16, 24. Done 24 shots. Have not thrown any horn bets, any horn numbers. But this series of shooting, somehow the dice gods have opened up the skies in this rainstorm that they're doing right now. And, I've been very consistent on the numbers. Look at it. Even here again, hitting the same numbers. So, good and bad. Bad for this example of looking at this progression betting system. Obviously, it's a horrible bet when your shooting is consistent and not hitting off-axis numbers. So, yeah, let's keep going. But it's kind of funny and ironic that I'm trying to do this bet system and my shooting is doing really well for my other betting systems. So I'm not complaining. Again, just gotta bet with your trends. So let's do this. I'll clean this up. We'll do this again. Okay. We're doing this again. We'll start back over on our progression here. First level, we're in our 4th session running through this progression. We'll see if we can at least make some of it back up here. Or else I'd be winning well on my other... Oh, I took down all the other numbers. Oh, dang it. Anyway, okay, starting fresh. I was so distracted by losing on the progression. Didn't recall that it was still a live action game there. Anyway, okay, coming out. Level 1, $8 across. Eight, 2, 6, 8. And I can't be too mad at myself because the dice, I'd be happy with those rolls being consistent and doing the place numbers. So, you know, it's an interesting turn of events on that. So, second level. Again, $8 across. 4, 1, 5. All right. Going to level 3. So 2, 3, 3, 2. It's a $10 investment there on the horn. $10, 4, 6, 10. I was getting squirrely going into the hook. Got me a little nervous. Alright, going level 4 here. It's a $12 horn bet, so $3 bet on each of them. Again, 6, 4, 10. It's amazing how repeat numbers are amazing here. But the horn bet, little love. But you can't get mad at good consistent numbers. So here we go. We're at 5th level, which is $14 across, which is what, $3 each on the high-low, $4 on the 3 and 11. Five, 1, 6. Speaking of 6, we are now at level 6. So 3, 5, 5, 3. So $3 each on the high-low. $5 each on the 3 and 11. Hey, we're in there, my gosh. Alright. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we're at the 6th level, which is, what do we hit? We hit 12. So that pays 30 to 1. And we have $3 on the 6th level. So we have $3, which is $90 win. Yay! Ching, 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 ching. Okay. So if we did the math on the $90 for that series, that would have put us up for, I believe, $22 for that series. Still got a little ways to go to make up for the other series that we lost, but at least we have a positive series, finally. All right. We are level 1. 8 is the point. Whoa, bouncy, bouncy. Yeah, look at that. All right. We got a 3, 4, 7. funky bounce. My landing zone probably a little close into the wall. Kind of threw it for a little loop. This time we hit 4 numbers. Well, 5 tosses, but 4 points, 4 hits after the initial number. So in my other betting systems, at least I would have already pulled my initial bet back and then at least broken even, if not just a little bit more ahead, especially because we had a repeat number. But as far as in this case, because my throwing was pretty consistent, it killed our progression here on the horn bets. So for this series, it was a loss, but I'm still not completely sold because I know myself, and usually I can still spread across the highs and lows here. So, but I think that'll be cool spot to end for tonight and this practice session. So I want to thank everybody for coming and watching, checking out this crazy horn bet progression style here. So everybody stay safe out there. You know, relax, enjoy your family, enjoy, communicating with your friends. And when things open up, I will see you at the tables.